Hey guys, welcome back to Release the Craftin. Priscilla here with a tarot card unboxing for you. I'm excited. So I got a late Christmas gift card and put it to good use by snatching up this deck that has been in my wish list forever. And I am super excited to open it. I feel like it's especially timely. I picked this one out of my 9 million wish listed tarot decks because I've been doing Storycraft, and this is a deck of fairy tales and stories, and I had to get it. It was like synchronicity, the universe worked out. But luckily, this was on sale, so I had some money left over, so I didn't just get the deck. I got the accompanying fairy tale book to go with it. And you guys, the excitement I have. I actually learned about this deck from the author herself. She posted a like Instagram thing a while ago, like forever and a day ago, about how her deck was getting like ripped off on like by overseas sellers, and so people were getting like substandard card products, and then like being upset and leaving her shitty like Amazon reviews because they bought the deck from somebody like disreputable, and that was somehow her fault. But she was telling people like, please just go buy it on Amazon, like I'm gonna mark it down so it's super discounted there. And she was like true to her word. She totally marked it down so it was cheap to get on Amazon, but also like almost cheaper than it would be to get it from some of those like overseas retailers. And it's been like discounted ever since. So I'm like, well, she's pretty cool. That's a way to fight back against like counterfeiters. So I definitely wanted to support her. And then I saw what the theme was. I was like, I need that deck, and I have that deck now. So I'm excited to get into it. I'm excited for this book, you guys. It is gorgeous. The artwork is freaking crazy beautiful. I know you can't see it. There's a glare, sorry. It's lighting or no lighting, so, you know, pick your poison. But I'm super excited. I think this is going to be great. It's going to be really great to work with these cards. It's going to be really great to have this book as a reference so I can read the full story behind every card. But also, like, as a place to pull inspiration for Storycraft when I'm looking for stories, I can pull a card, find the story, go from there. So I'm really excited. So let's jump into that. I guess what I could say about the book, like I can't really give you a review because I haven't read it. But the book is hardcover. It's really excellent quality. The artwork is gorgeous. The end papers are nice. Oh, I should mention the artist is Yoshi Yoshitani. And like, just, you guys, it's freaking stunning. And there's so many stories here. It's really great. I absolutely love her art style. So I'm just really looking forward to working with this and getting to read these stories as I go along. I think it's going to be really great. It's going to help like develop a really great working relationship with the deck itself, and then, you know, it'll also help my professional relationship. Don't mind me, that's the sound of me knocking over every single thing on my desk. We're going to ignore it and move on. Anyways, the deck, as you can see, I have not opened it. Comes in a really great box. It's like a flip open style, so opens up like a book, which I also appreciate given the topic. So yeah, I think I'm going to keep it in this box because I just like that. And then it comes with the guidebook, which I can't get out. There we go. This is a really nice little guidebook. Oh, it has color photos in here. Look at this. This is how every freaking guidebook should look, you guys. I'm excited. 10 out of 10. This is my preferred form of guidebook. I need to see the card. So that's tops. I'm absolutely in love with that. That's fantastic. Ew. How classy. So I love that. It also has this little like guide for like what the suits mean and then what the numbers represent. It gives you some example card spreads, which is always really nice. And then jumps right into it. Fantastic. Excited. Put this here. So these are the cards. unlike the size of the box, they are quite a bit smaller. They look standard tarot card size, which is fine. Like, standard tarot card size has, like, a good hand feel. Although, like, when I see a box this big, like, it could be a little bit bigger. Space. I have this, like, ongoing battle with, like, shipping companies that send me, like, a tiny item in a, like, giant box. So, like, this sort of triggers that, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I've honestly gotten, like, a thing of lipstick in a box, like a full-size Amazon box. So, you know, like, that's where my beef is. But we're going to talk about these cards and not my ongoing beef with shipping retailers. These cards are really great. They have, like, a canvas texture. They're a really good weight. And I know you guys can see that. Like, I really love that. Because then it just makes every card feel like a painting. These are the backs. And look at that. That's freaking gorgeous. That just sets my little witchy heart, like, ablaze. I love the clouds. I love the moon. Look how pretty that is. I love the colors. I'm absolutely in love with her artwork. So I've been following the creator since I saw that post on Instagram. And I'm excited. Just super happy, super chuffed. Look at that. Okay, well, let's look at the cards. Let me see if I can get you guys a little bit closer so you can see the artwork a little bit better. How's that? I hope you didn't get too seasick. If you are seasick, why are you on a boat? Get off the boat. Or stay on the boat. You might be in the middle of the ocean. Don't actually listen to me. Just maybe take some seasick pills or something. I don't know how to help you with that. It wasn't that bad. So the first card here, looks like we have the Little Mermaid. And that's just super pretty. And so perfect for the Fool. The way that, like, she's just following her daydreams. And there's, like, all this space in between her and the castle. So, like, you don't know what, like, dangers or mystery or things are in between her and her journey. I love that. The second card is the Magician, and it looks like the fairy godmother. Look at that. That's so cute. Look at the little mice. Okay, so I love that. Oh, and the High Priestess is Scheherazade, and I love that. She's from 1001 Nights. If you guys haven't heard that story, like, I'll tell it to you eventually. So stay tuned. Stay on the channel. But I absolutely love that. She's a perfect High Priestess. And it's just occurring to me that I can't tell you the story of every single card that we flip through that I recognize, because we'll be here for 9 hours. So bear with me. I will come back and tell these stories. This is the Empress, and it looks like the Virgin Mary, which is neat. That's really cool. That's a really good pull for the Empress. And the Emperor looks like King Arthur a bit. So I'm just guessing. We're going to find out if I'm right eventually. But at this point, I don't know. Is this White Buffalo Woman? Oh, I should stop guessing. Because eventually I'm going to do, like, a racism inadvertently. And we don't want to do the racism. Okay, so it was Our Lady of Guadalupe. The Virgin Mary. It is White Buffalo Woman. Okay, I didn't do a racism. We're good. I am just going to hold this to the side just in case. And then here we have Beauty and the Beast. Look at that. Love that. And I love, like, the mix of styles here. Because it's a very Asian's take on it. And this story, like, the story of Beauty and the Beast, I'm going to tell that on my channel soon. So within the next few weeks, you're going to hear this. If you haven't already, I don't know when I'm posting this video. But it has, like, endured for a really long time. And you can find it in, like, almost every culture has a Beauty and the Beast type tale. So yeah, she used the Chinese aspects for the card here. And it's beautiful. And then we have the Chariot. And that one, I don't know. So I'm definitely not going to guess. That is the Three Princesses of Whiteland. And that's from Norway. So the really cool thing about this is that she includes the countries of origin. She includes if there is, like, a like an alternative culture that also has this one. And then here it just has, like, the basic meaning for the card with, like, a little bit of the imagery and why that's the representative image. And then the upright and then the reversal definition. So having the book to go with this for the stories really helps because that's going to really deepen your understanding of the card and those choices. This one is Tamlin, which is really neat. I love this. I love her hair. And like the colors in this are just so vibrant, and I think my camera's picking them up pretty well. But like if you guys could see these in person, you would just be like shook. She does color in the way that I appreciate color, which is loud. And this one is Druid and White Stag. I don't know this story, so I'm excited to learn this one for the Hermit. I love the artwork though. It looks really appropriate. This is a Nancy. I know this one, and I love this for the Wheel of Fortune. So Nancy is like an African trickster god. It's a spider god, and just super appropriate. Like sometimes good, sometimes bad. Super appropriate for the Wheel of Fortune. This is Justice, and he looks very judicial. This is a Korean myth, which I'm going to mispronounce. Amhang Yosa. I did my best at that. Which I don't know. Clearly, I'm not familiar with the pronunciation. But I'm excited for this one. This one is Sleeping Beauty, and that's the Hanged Man. Look at that, you guys. Look at the placement of her hands. The symbology there. I just love this. This is great. The sacrifice that she has to, like, make because her dad didn't have any freaking plates. And then Death. This one I don't know, but wow. Look at that. This is White Bear King Valemon. Valemon? That's a Norwegian fairy tale. This is Temperance. Freaking gorgeous. And holding all the different symbols in her hands. This is the Bodhisattva. Oh, God. No, guys. Avalokiteshvara? Oh my god, I'm going to need Google Translate for that one. Not Google Translate, pronunciations. So that's that one. I don't know about her, but she is beautiful. And here's the Devil. And it's like a giant fire serpent. This is Boitata. I know the accent here makes it that A different, but I don't know how and what way. But this is Brazilian, so that's neat. I don't know any Brazilian myths. So excited for that. This is going to be the longest unboxing ever. Oh my god. The tower is Rapunzel, which is just super appropriate. Like, you even have the prince falling out there, about to get blinded in the thorns. And Rapunzel with her shaved hair. Like, that's amazing. And the lighting just pops. I love that. And then the star is Sister... God. Oh, cursed my American mouth. Alionushka and brother Ivanushka. If you guys know how to pronounce these, like, please type the phonetic pronunciation down below. That will be a great help. This is Princess Kaguya, and this is the Moon card, which I think is super appropriate. I just learned this story in pursuit of another story. I was kind of like generally familiar with Kaguya's story, but I didn't know it entirely. Thanks Sailor Moon for not teaching me the full story, but I just learned the full story, and I think this is super perfect for this. I'm not going to spoil it here because I want to tell you guys the story. But this card is beautiful, and it's the same card that's on the cover of the book and the box, so I feel like we know which one's the author's favorite, but it's a really beautiful card. And there's, like, little raccoons. Which would be like little tanukis. And then this is Ra. Yes, this is Ra, the sun god, which, you know, is appropriate. The sun god Ra being the sun card is perfect, and I really love the details here with, like, the Ouroboros. Super cool. Judgment, I'm pretty sure, I'm going to turn the page, but I'm pretty sure that this is Sun Wukong, and it is. And I love that. I am absolutely obsessed with this story. I want to tell you guys the entire tale of Into the West, because I absolutely love Sun Wukong. I have, like, Sun Wukong items in my house. I have a Sun Wukong teacup. I love the Monkey King story. So that will definitely come around eventually. But look how beautiful this card is. I can't get over it. All right. And then this is from New Zealand. It's Mallory. And this is the world card. And that's just beautiful. God, every card's going to be beautiful. I already know that. But this is Hinemoa and Nekai. Nekai? Oh, gosh. Nekai? I'm going to stop. It's those ones. I didn't know I needed to take like a pronunciation course before I started. So the Ace of Cups. Now we're in the suits. This is Matsuo Sake. That's a Japanese myth. This is really cool. I love like the blending of cultures here. This is Enkidu and Gilgamesh, which is appropriate. History will say that they were roommates. And this is a Three of Cups. Focus. And it is Apsara, which is from Cambodian and Hindu mythology. And it says here, the Apsara are celestial beings of the sky known for dancing, partying, and fornication. So these girls are cool. Just absolutely the coolest girls. Definitely want to hit the clubs with them. Appropriate for the Three of Cups. And then this is the Nightingale. How pretty. Somebody asked me to do this story, so I'll probably do that. Yeah, it's on my list. I need to listen to the story though. But this is a really pretty card. And then this is La Llorona. So we're getting like in the creepy stories. And I love it. It's such a beautiful card. You can like feel her despair there. And the cups could be like her kids. Ooh. And then this is the Snow Queen. And like the real Snow Queen story is actually really sad and like a little bit dark. I'm glad they didn't do that for Frozen, but like I would like to see like a proper version of the Snow Queen story. And then here we have Aladdin. Pretty sure this is Aladdin. It is Aladdin. And that is the Seven of Cups. How cool is that? I just love like the blending of like tarot iconography with fairy tales. And here we have Moses. It's really beautiful. Like every card is really good at painting a scene and sort of bringing through that feeling of the story. This is from an Iranian folktale, Taj al-Muluk and the Princess Dunya. I'm going to put that there just in case, because I know my pronunciations are bad. And this is the story of Julnar the Seaborn, which looks like a mermaid human love story, and I love that. I'm excited for this. This is such a pretty card. Look at their little happy family for the Ten of Cups. And then the Page of Cups is Bakunawa and the Seven Moons. That's a Filipino story. Like cute little rabbit. These are gorgeous. I'm gonna just sit here and admire these cards with you guys. Nothing exciting to say or add because I am just absolutely enamored with these stories and like these cards. So this is Halabu the Hunter. That's Mongolian. I think the artist did a really great job of like doing her research so that she could like accurately depict these cultures. And it's a really respectful, really beautiful take on it. This is Yamoja, the Yoruba deity. This is the Boy and the Dragon Pearl from Chinese legend. That's neat. This is a king I wouldn't mess with. And then we have the Ace of Coins. Jack and the Beanstalk? Jack and the Beanstalk. Yes. Old Jackie boy. And then We have the 2 of coins. Look at that little bear baby. They're like half bear, half baby. This is from the Haida mythology from the Pacific Northwest. This is Ripicent? Gosh. Ripicent. And then this is Nepalese for the 3 of coins. Look how happy. But then these scary monsters in the background. This is Banja Hakari. Oh gosh. Banja Cree and Banja Creamy. And then here we have the Condor's wife. This is Peruvian. Super pretty. This condor is sus. Little sus. But this is a really beautiful card. And then the 5 of coins is, no, it's the little match girl, you guys. No. Ah, the pain I just felt. If you wanted to traumatize your kids, have them read that little match girl. It's freaking devastating. Freaking evil. Oh my gosh. That's a really appropriate card for the 5 of coins, though. For the 6 of coins, it's the woman who was kind to insects. So me, when I'm an adult, except for roaches, because they can get effed. And this is an Alaska Inuit fairy tale. Or fable. It says fable. But this is neat. I want to know this story. And then this is from Aztec mythology. It's a doozy. Nanahuatzin. And this is the 7 of coins. I don't know the story at all, but I do really love Aztec, like, mythology and iconography. I just cannot pronounce 98% of the names. Well, this is the 6 swans in this, I think. I only count 6. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the 6 swans or the 7 swans. We did that on, Storycraft. Instead of weaving shirts, she's weaving coins or pentacles. But man, I love this. I love this card. I love that story. It's really cool to see stories that I've told show up in this deck. So, like, the more stories I tell, the more, like, personal connections I'll be able to draw with this deck, which is really cool. And this is the 9 of coins. And this is the Legend of the Watermelon. And this is from Vietnam. I was going to make a joke about, like, how it was all covered in watermelons, but that's actually the story. But that's really neat. And I think that's a cool card. And then this is Panhu. Panhu, yes. And this is a Chinese Yao legend. So I know that the Yao are a, like, indigenous population of China. There's a lot of different cultures and tribes that make up the entirety of, like, China. So this is neat. It's a little bit more specific than just China in general, which is cool. Because I don't know any of, like, these tribe-specific stories. But look at this, like, old man dog. He looks so sweet. I want, like, a grandpa dog. That's cute. And then here, I don't know this one either, but the deer here are so cool. This artist has really great, like, animal drawings, too. Yoshi has really great animal drawings. I don't know why I, like, pretend like I don't know what her name is. And this is Swedish, and it's, Nieda? Oh my god. Nieda. Which is probably not how it's pronounced at all, because I'm just reading it with my Hooked on Phonics to the best of my ability. So for the King of Coins, we have Hetsi Ibib, a South African deity. Ibib. Ooh. All the pronunciations I'm going to have to look up. I have so much homework from this deck. That seems really unfair. YouTube, don't censor me right now. This is Warmarungunju from North Australia. For the Queen of Coins. And she looks like a badass. And I love her. And I love her hair. Goals. And then for the King of Coins, I know that this is the world turtle. Specifically, it is Ha-Nu-Na from Iroquois mythology. So look how cool that is. That's a really great King of Coins card. Okay, almost done. Trying to go faster. So for this, we have the Gordian Knot. For the Ace of Swords. For the Two of Swords, we have Sita, who literally has to make a choice between a rock and a hard place. That's Scylla and Charybdis in the background, which is really neat. This is, I don't know, but for the Three of Swords, we have the Crane Wife, which is a Japanese fairy tale. How exciting. Look how pretty this is. How pretty the coat is. But look how sad. She's cutting off her wing. And she's already been stabbed twice. Ah! Dang, that's a beautiful card. The Four of Swords is Fenrir. And poor little guy is like biting through a sword in his mouth. Aw. Just let the puppy go. And then Ragnarok starts. We don't let Fenrir go, guys. And then the next one we have is the Five of Swords. And this must be Isis. And this must be the story of Isis, Osiris, and Set from Egyptian mythology. Ooh, this one I already know. This one is Danae and Perseus. The jerk. But Danae, after being soft executed and tossed out into sea in a box to die with her son, rowing to shore, which is a really great one for the Six of Swords. And I love like the 6 swords are incorporated in the design on the box. That's a really organic way to like incorporate them into the card. Seven of Swords is the story of Coyote from the Pacific Northwest. Specifically, it's a Salish legend. I hope I'm saying that right. That's a neat card. That's another trickster spirit. And then we have Donkey Skin for the Eight of Swords. That's really beautiful. Donkey Skin's a fun one. It's a French story. It's also on my list of things I want to tell you guys. My list is now 72 cards longer than it was before. And then we have Oedipus. I don't know which scene this is supposed to be. Oh, this is the scene when they're at the Oracle. And the Oracle starts to tell him how everything is going to go wrong. And then we have Sedna. And this story, this story is also depressing. Although, like, I guess you could say it ends happily. But, like, oh, dang. Like, it's brutal. And then let me see. For the page, we have something out of Anatolia. And this is Princess Parizade. And look at her. She looks cool. She's like out here on an adventure, swashbuckling. That's neat. Super neat. Really excited to share that one and learn that one. I am like resisting the urge to just stop what I'm doing and read the entirety of that book right now. And for the Knight of Swords, we have Hang Tuah from Malaysia. I said that quickly so that maybe it sounds a little bit more accurate. We'll find out. And then we have Turandot from a Chinese and Arabic folktale. And she's hardcore. That's really cool. Look how pretty she is with all these like heads of men behind her. I love her so much. Watch her be like the villain of the story. I don't care. I love it. And then we have a griffin from Persian mythology. This card is so beautiful. I love the colors, like the color choices, and the orange like of the griffin against the blue background just really pops. And what a great way to convey like the emotion of the King of Swords and that like stern authority. Awesome. I know I should be talking more about the tarot aspect, but we're here for the fairy tales today, guys. This one is the Magic Paintbrush, which is from Chinese mythology. It definitely looks magic. So that's cool. I think that's probably my favorite ace card. The other ace cards I was kind of like okay about because I don't really know the story, and they don't like depict a lot of the people like these ones do. But this one is really nice. I like this one. And then for the Two of Wands, we have Janus, who is the god of doorways and transition. So you can see like the old and the new, future and past. He's also the god for like the new year, so when you go from one year to another, it's Janus. And here we have the enchanted pig. This is from Romanian mythology for the Three of Wands. Love the class, like the castle in the sky. That's really neat. I need to know more. And then here, look at this beautiful card. And they're on a wedding. This is Mohini and Aravan from India, from a Sanskrit poem, or an epic poem, I should say. And just in case, really pretty. Ooh, this one's cool. This is the Five of Wands. It's got these guys. Some of them super good looking. Just kidding. All of them really good looking now that I'm looking at it. Having this fight, and some of them look like they're having the best time. This is the Pandavas. 5 brothers who embody unity in the face of conflict. So that's neat. And then here, we have another really cool girl. This is Yanenga from Burkina Faso. She's really pretty. I love that card. And here we have John Henry, the steel driving man. And there's not much I can say, but let's just all take a moment to respectfully appreciate this card. Respectfully. Love it. And then let's see here. Ooh. This is Rainbow Crow. This is I'm not going to spoil it because I'm going to tell you guys the story pretty soon. In fact, I think you probably already heard it, but just in case I dropped this earlier. It's not specifically the story of Rainbow Crow, but I'm going to tell you a very, very similar story. Also of North American, Native American legend that has to do with the crow and fire and stuff. So take what you will with that information. I'm not going to spoil my own stories for you. This one, I believe, is Vasilisa the Beautiful, because there is Baba Yaga's hut in the background and her fence of skulls. And it is indeed Vasilisa the Beautiful from a Russian fairy tale. And look at her little doll. This little doll gives her like advice in the story. She's so beautiful. And the texture on this card really makes each of these feel like I'm holding a little mini painting. And I just love that. I love it so much. And then here we have the Ten of Wands. And this is the Timbo tree. And I don't know anything about this, but it looks really cool. The orchids are really nice. And this guy's got like a tree growing out of his head. That's from Paraguay. And then we have Window. This is from the Republic of Congo. I mean, I think I just heard this story on Sort of the Story. If you guys are wondering, I listen to a ton of story, like, mythology podcast type stuff. But my favorite is Sort of the Story. So definitely check that out. I think they just did this story because I recognized the little fly swatter deal here. And it was bananas. But yeah, they're my favorite podcast. And I love those girls. And I would definitely highly recommend. For the Knight of Wands, we have Tatterhood from a Norwegian fairy tale. And I just love this little girl. She looks so wild and fierce and, like, amazing. She's having the best freaking time. So yes, love that. And I think this is Pele. It is Pele. And this is a Hawaiian deity for the Queen of Wands. And I really can't think of anyone more appropriate as the Queen of Fire, essentially. We have the volcanic goddess deity of Hawaii. And then the last card we have for the King of Wands is the Phoenix from East Asian mythology. And that's just a really beautiful card. I love that it's like a more peacock aspect. This is how they tend to draw the phoenix in Asian cultures, whereas like when it got westernized, it just became like a generic orange bird of fire. But I love that she chose to follow the original appearance for the phoenix. So yeah, I love these cards. Absolutely love them. Hands down, 10 out of 10. Would highly recommend, especially if you are really into fairy tales and folklore like I am. I'm looking really forward to working with these cards and just like getting to know them and their stories better. I think it's going to be really fun. I think I'll just randomly pull a card and look up that story and then maybe share that with you guys. Maybe I'll do like some mini-sodes, little short episodes. I have one already kind of geared up, but I might do some little tiny mini crafty videos and just tell these stories if the ones that I have are short over that, and just sort of expand on that idea. But yeah, I love these cards and they're so beautiful. And if you made it to the end of the video, I appreciate your faces. Let me know what you thought of these cards in the comments below. And yeah, I will catch you guys all next time. Until then, happy crafting. Bye.